Our story begins in Antioch, whence a wicked father enticed child to ugly incest. Many princes fought to win the maid's love, but clever Antiochus clung to her dove. Now Pericles does come to say love's won. Blind to the snake's bed, she trespasses on.
Young Prince of Tyre, you have at large received the danger of the task you undertake.
I have, Antiochus. And with a soul emboldened by the glory of her praise, think death no hazard in this enterprise.
Prince Pericles, before thee stands this fair Hesperides with golden fruit, but dangerous to be touched, for death like dragon tear affright thee heart.
The riddle. I am no viper, yet I feed on mother's flesh which did me breed. I sought a husband, in which labor I found that kindness in a father. He's father, son, and husband mild, I mother, wife, and yet his child. How this may be, and yet into, as you may live, resolve it you. Sharp physic is the last. Oh, you powers, if this be true, which make me pale to read it. Fair glass of light, I loved you and could still, were not this glorious casket stored with ill.
Heaven that I had thy head, she has found the meaning.
40 days longer will do respite me. If by which time our secret be undone, this mercy shows will joy in such a son.
Here's poison.
And here's gold. We hate the Prince of Tyre.
And thou must kill her.
My lord, Prince Pericles is fled.
Tyler, adieu!
Till Pericles be dead, my heart can lend no succor to my head.
Let none disturb us. Helicanus, sit down. Thou art no flatterer. What wouldst thou have me do?
To bear with patience such griefs as you yourself do lay upon yourself.
No, I knew her tyrannous, and tyrant's fears decrease not but grow faster with the years. And should she doubt, as no doubt she doth, that I should open to the listening air how many worthy princes' bloods were shed to keep bed of blackness unlaid ope, to lop that doubt she'll fill this land with arms and make pretense of wrong that I have done her, when all, for mine if I may call it offense, must feel war blows who spares not innocence.
Antiochus, you fear, and justly so, who either by public war or private treason will take away your life. Therefore, my lord, go travel for a while. Your rule direct to any, if to me, day serves not night more faithful than I'll.
I doubt not thy faith. But should she wrong my liberties in my absence?
We'll mingle our bloods together in the earth, from whence we had our being and our birth.
Pericles resolves, her precious home she must flee. Thus begins our journey of hope and misery. Upon the seas she sets her course for Tarsus, a land whose current strife is known to all of you. With food and hope she brings life to the half-dead, hoping to find shelter, a place to rest her head. This Tarsus, for which I have the government, the land upon whom plenty held full hand, for riches strewed herself even in the street.
Oh, 'tis too true.
But see what heaven can do by this our change. Those mothers who, to nuzzle up their babes, thought not too curious, are ready now to eat those little darlings whom they loved. So sharp are hunger's teeth, that man and wife draw lots who first shall die to lengthen life.
Where's the Lord Governor?
Here, one sorrow never comes, but brings an heir that may succeed as his inheritor. And so in ours. Some neighboring nation taking advantage of our misery.
That's the least fear, for by the semblance of their white flags displayed, they bring us peace.
Go! Tell their general we attend her here.
I go, my lord.
Welcome is peace. If she on peace consist, if wars, we are unable to resist.
Lord Governor, for so we hear you are. We have heard your miseries as far as Tyre. Our ships are stored with corn to make your needy bread, and give them life who hunger starved half dead.
God's grace protects you, and we'll pray for you.
Rise, I pray you, rise. We do not look for reverence, but for love, and harborage for ourself, our ship, our men.
Your grace is welcome to our town and us. Good Helicane that stayed at home sends word of all that haps in Tyre. How Tylard came full bent to murder her, and that in Tarsus was not best longer for her to make her rest. She, doing so, put forth to siege, where when men been there's seldom ease. For now the wind begins to blow, thunder above and deeps below, make such unquiet that the ship should house her safe is wrecked and split, all perishing of men, of pelf, nay, aught escaping, but herself.
This is called Pentopolis, and our king, the good Simonides.
The good Simonides, you call her.
For her peaceable reign and good government. I'll tell you, she has a fair daughter. And tomorrow is her birthday, and then a princess is nice, and from all parts of the world, she's turning for her love.
When my fortune's equal to my desires, I could wish to make one there.
Why? Wilt thou tourney for the lady?
I'll show the virtue I have borne in arms.
Why, do we take it? And the gods give me good honor.
Thou shalt have my best gown to make thee a pair, and I'll bring thee to the court myself.
Then honor be but a gold to my will. This day I'll ride, or else add ill to ill.
Knights, to say your welcome was superfluous. You are princes and my guests.
but you, my knight and guest, to whom this wreath of victory I give, and crown you king of this day's happiness. My mother, she desires to know of you, of whence you are, your name and parentage.
A gentleman of Tyre. My name, Pericles, who looking for adventures in the world was rest of ships and men. And after shipwreck driven upon this shore.
She thanks her grace, names herself Pericles, a gentleman of Tyre.
Come, Queen of the Sea. For daughter, so you are. Here, take your place. What do you think of my daughter, sir?
A fair Dame Summer. Wondrous fair.
I'm glad on's with all my heart. Either be ruled by me or I will make you man and wife. Nay, come, your hands and lips must feel it too. And, being joined, I'll thus your hopes destroy. And for further grief, God give you joy! What do you both please?
Yes, if you love me, sir.
Even as my life, or blood that fosters it.
Are you both agreed?
Yes. If it pleases your Majesty.
It pleases me so well that I will see you wed. And then with what haste you can get you to bed.
From marriage feast to marriage bed, two families are joined, and from their love, a babe begins to grow. The letter tells of evil Antioch's demise, and bids the Prince of Tyre and her new bride return home to claim their throne at Tyre once more. With joy, the couple departs Tysa's native shore. But rough seas await to tear the ship in two, and in the tempest, a babe comes before it's due.
The God of this great vast rebuke these surges that wash both heaven and hell. Oh, still thy deafening, dreadful thunder! Oh, Hala Corona! August my queen! Unheard! Oh, Lucina! Divine is patroness and midwife gentle!
Here is a thing too young for such a place. If I can see her die, I like to do. Take in your arms this piece of your dead queen.
How? How, Lord Corona!
Good sir, do not assist the storm. Here's all that is left living, your queen, a little daughter. For the sake of it, be manly and take comfort.
Oh, you gods, why? Why do you make us love your goodly gifts and snatch them straight away? Your queen must overboard. The sea works high, the wind is loud, and will not lie till the ship be cleared of the dead. Terrible childbed hast thou had, my dear. No light, no fire. The unfriendly elements forgot thee utterly. Nor have I time to send thee hollow to thy grave, but must cast you scarcely coffined in the ooze. Sir, we have a chest beneath the hatches, cocked and bitumen ready. I thank thee, mariner. Say, what coast is this? We are near Tarsus. Oh, make for Tarsus. There I will visit Cleon, for the babe cannot hold out to Tyrus. There I will leave it at careful nursing. Go thy ways, good mariner. thou livest, Pericles, thou hast a heart that ever cracks for woe. This chance tonight, for look how fresh she looks. Make fire within. I pray you give her air. Gentlemen, this queen will live. Nature awakes a warm breath. Oh, dear Diana, where am I? Where's my lord? What world is this? Lend me your hands. To the next chamber, bear her.
Oh, your sweet queen! That the strict fates had pleased, you have brought her hither to have blessed mine eyes with her.
My gentle babe Marina, here I charge your charity withal, leaving her the child of your care. Good madam, make me blessed in your care in bringing up my child.
I have one myself, who shall not be more dear to my respect than yours, my lord.
Madam, my thanks and prayers.
Imagine Pericles arrived at Tyre, welcomed and settled to her own desire. Her woeful queen we leave at Ephesus, unto Diana there's a votaress. Now to Marina bend your mind, whom our fast-growing
Lift it up.
queen must find in Tarsus, and by Cleon trained in music, letters, who hath gained of education all the grace that makes high both the art and place of general wonder. But, alack, that monster envy oft the rack of earned praise Marina's life seeks to take off by treason's knife.
And in this
And
kind,
in this kind our Cleon hath one daughter, and a full-grown wench, ever ripe for marriage rite. Marina gets all praises which are paid as debts and not as given. This so darks in Philistine all graceful marks, that Cleon's wife, with envy rare, a present murderer does prepare for good Marina, that her daughter might stand peerless by this slaughter.
Thy oath remember, 'tis but a blow which shall never be known.
I will do't. But yet she is a goodly creature.
Fitter then the gods should have her. Here she comes, weeping for her only mistress' death. Thou art resolved?
I am resolved.
Ay, me, poor maid, born in a tempest when my mother died. This world to me is as a lasting storm, worrying me from my friends.
How now, Marina? Why do you keep alone? Do not consume your blood with sorrowing. Have you a nurse of me? Come, Leonin, take her by the arm. Walk with her. I love the king your father and yourself with more than foreign heart. Go, I pray you, walk, and be cheerful once again.
My thanks, sweet madam.
Come, say your prayers.
Why will you kill me?
To satisfy my lady.
Why would she have me killed? Now, as I can remember by my troth, I never did her hurt in all my life.
My commission is not to reason of the deed, but do't.
You will not do it for all the world, I hope.
I am sworn, and will dispatch. Hold, villain!
A prize, a prize. I'll have her aboard suddenly.
These roguing thieves serve the great pirate Valdez. There's no hope she'll return. I'll swear she's dead.
Come, my masters, come this way. You say that she's a virgin.
Oh, sir, I doubt it not.
Master, I have gone through for this piece, you see. If you like her, so. If not, I have lost my earnest.
Well, follow me, my masters. You shall have your money presently. Wife, take her in. Instruct her what she has to do, that she may not be raw in her entertainment.
Bolt! Take you the marks of her, and cry, he that will give most shall have her first. Get this done as I command you.
Performance shall follow.
Alack, that Lenin was so slack, so slow. Or that these pirates, not enough barbarous, had but o'erboard thrown me for to seek my mother.
Why lament you, pretty one?
That I am pretty.
Aye, and you shall live in pleasure.
No.
Yes, indeed shall you, and taste gentlemen of all fashions.
If fires be hot, knives sharp, or waters deep, untied I still my virgin knot will keep. Diana, aid my purpose.
Of all the faults beneath the heavens, the gods do like this worst.
What? Are you foolish? Can it be undone?
Oh, Dionysa, such a piece of slaughter the sun and moon ne'er looked upon. Were I chief lord over all this spacious world, I'd give it to undo the deed. What canst thou say when noble Pericles shall demand her child?
That she is dead. Nurses are not the fates. And you shame to think of what a noble strain you are, and of how coward a spirit. She did disdain my child, and stood between her and her fortunes. None would look at her but cast their gazes on Marina's face.
Thou art like the harpy, which to betray dost with thine angel's face, seize with thine eagle's talons.
Pericles again thwarts wayward seas, attended on by many a lord and knight, to find her daughter, all her life's delight. But Dionysa tells the woeful king, her daughter's dead by pirates on the sea.
Well, I had rather than twice the worth of her had she ne'er come here.
Fie. Fie upon her. We must either get her ravished or be rid of her.
Faith, I must ravish her, or else she'll disfurnish us of all our cavalleria and make our swearers priests. Here comes the Lord Lysimachus disguised.
How now? How a dozen of virginities?
Wholesome iniquity have you that a man may deal with all and defy the surgeon?
We have here one, sir, if she would. But there never came her like in Mitylene.
Well, call forth, call forth.
Here comes that which grows to the stalk. Never plucked yet, I can assure you. Is she not a fair creature?
Faith, she would serve after a long voyage at sea. Well, here's for you. Leave us.
First, I would have you note this is an honorable man.
I desire to find her so that I may worthily note her.
Next, she's the governor of this country and a man whom I am bound to. Will you use her kindly? Come, we will leave her honor and her together. Go thy ways.
Now, pretty one, how long have you been at this trade?
What trade, sir?
Why, I cannot name 't, but I shall offend.
I cannot be offended with my trade. Please you to name it.
How long have you been of this profession?
E'er since I can remember.
Did you go to it so young? Were you a gamester at 5 or 7?
Earlier, too, sir, if now I be one.
Why, the house you dwell in proclaimed you to be a creature of sail. Do you know this house to be a place of such resort, and will come into it? I hear you are of honorable parts, and are the governor of this place.
Why, hath your principal made known unto you who I am? Why, your herb woman, she that said seeds and roots of shame and iniquity. Oh, you have heard something of my power, and so stand aloof from more serious wooing. But I protest to thee, pretty one, my authority shall not see thee, or else look friendly upon thee. Come, bring me to some private place. Come, come.
If you were born to honor, show it now. If put upon you, make the judgment good that thought you worthy of it.
How's this? How's this some more be sage?
For me, that am a maid, though most ungentle fortune have placed me in this sty. For since I came, diseases been severer than physic. The gods would set me free from this unhallowed place. Or they did change me to the meanest bird that flies of the pure air.
I did not think thou couldst have spoke so well. Ne'er dreamt thou couldst. Had I brought hither a corrupted mind, thy speech had altered it. Hold, here's gold for thee. Persevere in that clear way thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee.
Oh, the good gods preserve you.
For me, be you thoughten that I came with no ill intent, for to me the very doors and windows savor vilely. Fare thee well. Thou art a piece of virtue, and I doubt not but thy training hath been noble. Hold, here's more gold for thee. Thou dost hear from me. It shall be for thy good.
I beseech your honor, one piece for me.
Avaunt, thou damned doorkeeper! Your house, but for this virgin that doth profit, would sink and overwhelm you. Away!
How now? What's the matter?
Worse and worse, mistress. She has spoken holy words to the Lord Lysimachus.
Oh, abominable! Bolt! Take her away. Use her at thy pleasure. Crack the glass of her virginity and make the rest malleable.
Hark, hark, you gods!
Come your way with me.
Prithee, tell me one thing first. What canst thou wish thine enemy to be?
Why, I could wish him to be my master, or rather my mistress.
Neither of these are so bad as thou art, since they do better than thee in their command. Thou holdst a place for which the painedest fiend of hell would not in reputation change. Thou art the damned doorkeeper to every coistrel who comes inquiring for his tib.
What would you have me do? Go to the wars?
Do anything but this thou dost. Empty old receptacles or common shores of filth. Serve by indenture to the common hangman. Any of these ways are yet better than this. For what thou professest, a baboon, could he speak, would own a name too dear. The gods would safely deliver me from this place. Here's gold for thee. If that thy masters can gain by me, proclaim that I can sing, weave, sew, or dance with other virtues that I'll keep from boast, and will undertake all these to teach.
Well, I'll see what I can do for thee. If I can place thee, I will
but amongst honest women.
Oh, Faith! My acquaintance lies little amongst them. But since my master and mistress hath bought you, there is no going but by their consent. Therefore, I will make them acquainted with your purpose. Come, I'll do for thee what I can.
Hail, reverend sir. The gods preserve you.
And you, live as I would, and die as I would do.
Seeing this goodly troop ride before us, I've made to know whence you are.
Our troop is of Tyre. We have a king who, for this past 3 months, have not spoken a word to anyone or taken sustenance but to prolong their grief.
Upon what ground is her dissension?
'Twould be too tedious to repeat, but the main grief stems from the loss of a beloved daughter and a wife.
Sir, we have a maid in Italy. I just wait to win some words with her. Oh, here's the lady that I sent for. Welcome, fair one.
She's a gallant lady.
Sir, I will use my utmost skill in her recovery.
Come, let us leave her, and the gods make her prosperous.
My lord, that maybe hath endured the grief might equal yours, if both were justly weighed. Though wayward fortune did malign my state,
My derivation was from ancestors who stood equivalent with mighty kings. But time hath rooted out my parentage, and to the world and awkward casualties bound me in servitude.
My fortunes. Parentage good. Parentage equal to mine. Was it thus? What say you? Pray you, turn your eyes upon me. You look like something that... What countrywoman here of these shores?
No, nor of any shores. Yet I was mortally brought forth, and am no other than I appear.
Oh, I am great with woe and shall deliver weeping. Dearest wife was like this maid. Such a one my daughter might have been. My queen's square brows, her stature to a reach. Where were you bred? And how achieved you these endowments which make you more rich to owe?
If I should tell my history, it would seem like lies disdained in the reporting.
Let me speak. Falseness cannot come from thee, for thou lookst like one I loved indeed. What were thy friends? Did thou not say that thou camest from good descending?
Indeed, I did.
Report thy parentage, tell thy story.
My name is Marina.
Oh, I am mocked. Thou by some incense god sent hither to make the world to laugh at me.
Patience, good sir, or here I'll cease. The name was given me by one that had some power. My father, the king.
How king's daughter and called Marina? But are you flesh and blood? Have you a working pulse and I no fair emotion? Well, speak on. Where were you born?
Called Marina, for I was born at sea.
See, what mother?
My mother was the daughter of a king, who did end the minute I began, as my good nurse, Lycorida, hath oft delivered weeping.
This is the wintry street that air will sleep the knocks and wolf long. This cannot be my daughter.
The king, my father, did in Tarsus leave me. Till cruel Cleon with his wicked wife did seek to murder me. Who, having wooed a villain to attempt it, who, having drawn to do it, a crew of pirates came and rescued me, brought me to Mitylene. But, sir, whither will you have me? Why do you leave? May thee think me an impostor. No, good faith. I am the daughter to King Pericles. Good King Pericles be.
Oh, come hither. Down on thy knees. Thank the gods as loud as thunder threatens us. You are Marina. I am Pericles of Tyre. But now, tell me my drowned queen's name, for in all else thou said thou hast been godlike perfect, and an heir of kingdoms and a new life.
Thaisa was my mother, who did end the minute I began.
Oh, blessing on me. Rise. Thou art my child.
She is thy very princess.
Oh, who is this?
Sir, 'tis the governor of Mitylene.
I embrace you. But hark, what music.
Sir, I hear none.
None. Oh, the music of the spheres. List, my Marina. Do you not hear?
So leave her all.
My temple stands in Ephesus. I be hither, and do upon mine altar sacrifice. There, when I made a pre-serment together, before the people all, revealed how thou would save its place. Awake, and tell thy dream.
Celestial Diane. Goddess Argentine, I will obey thee. Helicanus.
Sir.
Towards Ephesus, turn our blown sails.
Sir, I have another suit.
You shall prevail were to move my daughter, for it seems to have been noble towards him.
Sir, lend me your arm.
Come, my Marina. Hail, Diane. To perform thy just command, I here confess myself the king of Tyre, who frighted from her country, did at Pentapolis wed the fair Thaisa. At sea in childbirth died she, but brought forth this maid child called Marina.
You are, oh, royal Pericles.
What means the nun? She died, help her, gentlemen.
Sir, if you
have spoken Diana's altar true. This is your wife.
Reverend Apura, no. I threw her overboard with these very arms.
Upon this coast I warned you.
There's no certain.
Look to the lady. Oh, she is hot overjoyed.
Let me look. Are you not Pericles? Like her you spake. Like her you are. Did you not name a tempest, a birth and death?
I said that Thaisa.
That Thaisa am I, supposed dead and drowned.
This, oh you gods! No more! Your present kindness makes my misery sports. Come, be buried a second time within these arms.
My heart leaps to be gone into my mother's bosom.
Look, who kneels with flesh of thy flesh, Thaisa. Burden at the sea, and called Marina, for she was yielded there.
Marina, blessed, and mine own.
This prince, the fair betrothed of your daughter, shall wed her at Pentapolis.
Lord Saruman hath letters of good credit, sir. My father's dead.
Have you make a star of her? Yet then, my queen, will celebrate their nuptials. And we ourselves within that kingdom spend our following days. Our son and daughter will in Tyrus reign.
In Pericles her queen and daughter seen, although assailed with fortunes fierce and keen, virtue preserved from fell destruction's blast, led on by heaven and crowned with joy at last. Now, on your patience evermore attending, new joy wait on you. Here our play has ending.